Good morning to you here inside the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. Bryce, Doeschot, Chad Moyer alongside with you for the third and final day of the Nebraska Ag Expo. As we broadcast here as part of our Sunrise Report, proudly presented to you by the Nebraska Ag Expo and Crary Industries. Here we go, final day of the show.
Final day. Yesterday was very busy around here, I would say. We had a lot of interest over at the Expo EDU stage. We had a lot of traffic here, and there's a lot of people that are carrying packages. It's almost like it's Christmas season, you know what I mean? Those red boxes and those yellow boxes and things like that. And we have something that is for sale here at the booth too, right?
If you want to stop by today, you can mention that you saw this. We'll even give you a special deal on our brand new boxes we're doing this holiday season, made right here. Nebraska products. Come check them out here at our booth. And we're at booth 1052. Okay, coming up on this morning's Sunrise Report, Chad and I will be bringing you some content you won't find anywhere else. That includes a feature interview with the show, Tom Junge. He's been a longtime show manager of both the Iowa and Nebraska Ag Expo. We'll be talking about what you're going to see today on the Expo EDU stage. And finally, we'll hear from our presenting sponsor over at Crary. What do you say? Should we get underway with day number 3?
Yeah, let's do this. Like you say, talk with a guy that's been around this show a long time, a lot of history, and has really seen these shows develop over time.
And let's hear from Tom Junge. Again, he's show manager with the Iowa Nebraska Equipment Dealers Association, the parent group of the Nebraska Ag Expo.
Things at the Nebraska Ag Expo is the focus on technology, new technology emerging, more than just startups. It's really people that are trying to change the face of agriculture. And we're visiting with Tom Junge. He's on staff with the Iowa Nebraska Equipment Dealers Association. Tom, why does your organization take time and put such a heavy emphasis on like the innovation hub and showcasing some of these, not only startups, but like I say, companies that have been around a while that are really trying to make an impact and change agriculture today?
Well, one of the first things we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure that the younger farmers were interested in farm shows. And one of the things we looked at is all the new technology. And our CEO asked and said, hey, we don't have technology at the show. And I said, yes, we do, but it's sort of scattered over 5 buildings. So the first step was just sort of to consolidate that. And then after that, then we've been really aggressively looking for ag startups across the country. I go to Canada and California 2 times a year, different areas, so we can bring those kind of companies here to Nebraska. And the University of Nebraska has been very supportive, and I find when I go around the country, so many people say that they're working with the university or with the Combine here, the Innovation Campus, so it's been easier to actually recruit some people here to Nebraska.
Give us a feeling of the types of things that you see in the Innovation Hub today. What are they trying to do? How are they trying to improve agriculture?
Well, I think some of the things we're starting to see is that by far the drones has been a big thing, but it's even getting larger than that. We have 7 brands of drones of the copter type, 2 of the fixed wing copters. We have 2 companies here now that have individual robots. One is going to be working in fallow ground and doing green on brown spraying. The other one is more of a regen farmer, and his goal is actually the robot to help him become the regen farmer. And his goal is to get away from all chemicals use and trying to do the whole crop without having a tractor going in his field. So he has a fleet of robots, and so he's probably one of our features here in that. But on the livestock side, we're seeing a lot of things too with the technology of the looking at sensing the cattle's the health, even during when the cattle's currently with a microchip, but also they're doing, one of the companies is actually like from COVID, they're checking the wastewater and they're analyzing that to see if there's any kind of a thing going on. And reproductive health, one of the guys is out of Alberta, Canada down here for that. So there's quite a bit of different areas in livestock and row crop that farmers are working on this later.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is to get into this world, right? Last night, Innovation After Hours, showcasing a few of these, and again, rewarding some of their efforts. Just was great to see that, right?
Right, yeah. We had about 35 egg startups, and 6 of them were picked to pitch and there was a $10,000 award and also $1,000 for the audience. It's a great evening for the startups to mingle, to share ideas, and just to meet with some of the other people in the Lincoln area.
Pretty neat to hear the perspective of Tom. He was here, of course, year number 1, 2007. They filled just a couple of the buildings, as you heard here inside the Sandhills Global Events Center. And Chad, you were telling me us here at the Rural Radio Network, we were right here alongside them for that first year.
Yeah, we've been here since the very beginning and in the same booth, as a matter of fact. Our neighbors, Farm Credit Services of America, they're one of the few that have been here the entire time as well in the same spot. So pretty cool.
You just don't find many actual people who have been here since the beginning. You and Tom probably among just a few of them.
And we heard Tom's retiring. So now what?
What's that mean for you?
I don't know.
You know, you're the longest tenured person out here.
I haven't heard anything new yet, so probably just steady as she goes.
Congratulations to Tom Junge. Sounds like this is perhaps his final show as the show manager at the Nebraska Ag Expo, but we've met a new man in charge. Sounds like the show is going to be in good hands. Over the course of the 3 days of the show, they have the expo you can find in the far pavilion from where we're standing at right now. And Chad, there were some great sessions yesterday. You hosted a couple of the panels.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we talked about robotics and automation, autonomous equipment, how that can be a help in today's modern agriculture. We also spent a time talking about drones, use not only in crops, but also in livestock. And it was the takeaway message from both of those is there are some good things happening when it comes to connectivity here in the state of Nebraska. I think there was a fear of using some of these technologies because you couldn't get cell service everywhere consistently. Well, there have been some things change, especially with satellite connections, that has made this technology a whole lot more broad. You can use it anywhere, almost any time. So that was the good news item from yesterday.
And coming up today, there are 3 more Expo EDU sessions. Going to kick off at 10 o'clock this morning with an update on droughts and weather recap, what to expect in 2026. At 11 o'clock, it's what we know and don't know about the current agricultural economy. Jay Parsons from the Center for Agricultural Profitability will be hosting that session. And then finally at noon, 12 noon, it is Farm and Ranch Transition Planning. Just getting started. A session there hosted by the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. So here at the Nebraska Ag Expo, you can walk around all the booths. You can do your shopping in Milwaukee, DeWalt, all the other exhibitors, and you can get a little education in there as well from that stage.
Absolutely. Happy to have again a sponsor with us here, helping bring you this broadcast. That is Crary. They're got a booth here, a very large booth, as a matter of fact. And again, we're going to visit with them and kind of see what they have going here as we round out 2025, right?
Nebraska Ag Expo, talking with the folks from Crary. Jason, kind enough to spend a few moments with us. We talk about what you guys have for farmers this time of the year. A lot of things come to mind after harvest, but what do you want farmers to be thinking about?
Well, it's good to see you guys, but yeah, we're standing here next to our 4-disc trench closer, and as you and I talked, I mean, very nice product. Encourage you guys to come out and see it. You know, your tiling out here in some of this area, you know, you got some of your irrigation, great for irrigation pivots. Great to close your tile trenches, just a great all-around product. Crary, all of our tile plows, ditchers, water management, showcasing that here now. So yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. You know, behind me, our other booth, we got a couple booths. It's all the Crary air systems, our big tops for our combine extensions, hoppers, cutting systems. So yeah, the whole Crary gamut's here today. So we're just having a great time at the farm show.
Well, let's talk about those wind systems. You guys have built quite the name, quite the reputation for those. What do you think that is?
It's a product, it works. I mean, all products work, but it truly is an ROI product. You know, you're picking up beans you're losing on the ground, you're fixing a problem a farmer has. So it's not snake oil. I like to always say that, it's not snake oil. It's a product that works. And I'm not saying there's a lot of snake oil out there, but you know, if we say you're gonna pick up 2 bushel an acre, you pick up 2 bushel an acre. So I think that's the key to success. Build a good product and do what you say you're going to do with that product. So.
And finally, over the past few years, we've talked a lot about the Revolution Ditcher. You guys still have that?
Yeah, the Ditcher's a great product. And we didn't bring it this year. We had some trucking issues, so we're a little short on some equipment, but that's a whole other topic. But yeah, the Revolution Ditcher's still going strong. Everything's frozen now, so it's not the best ditching weather in a lot of places, but there's some guys running ditchers around. So.
One thing to think about as the end of the year is nearing. Jason here, joining us at the Nebraska Ag Expo. He's with Crary.
All right, thanks to Crary for their presenting sponsorship and again helping us bring you these morning reports, the sunrise reports, live from the Nebraska Ag Expo. Again, we're at booth 1052, just ready for that last day, right?
And we're ready. You have fun this week?
Absolutely. Okay. Got to see a lot of people, a lot of people I haven't seen for a while, tell a few jokes, renew acquaintances.
Got any jokes for us this morning?
Nothing that we could put on air.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the premium content. We can't do
have to stop by the booth to get Chad Moyer jokes. Okay, a little different show hours today. If you came out to the show, saw what you wanted to see so far, maybe you want to do some education, come back out. Show opens up at 9 o'clock and is going to continue through 3 p.m., correct?
That's right. You're right. 9 till 3, but come on out early and make sure you get those good conversations in here. And stop by our booth. We're at 1052, where you can see some great gift ideas from right here in Nebraska.
Yeah,
right?
so let's talk about this this box in front of us, and Chad's going to do full Vanna White for us. What's inside the box? All right, so these are Nebraska-made products. We call this campaign Made Right Here. Looking for something for that hard-to-get person? Well, give them the gift of Nebraska. What better could you ask for? It starts off with our Good Life Great Coffee, proudly roasted in Lincoln, Nebraska. You've been sipping on it the last 3 days.
It is very good. I like a coffee that has just one flavor. It's one taste. It's mild. It'll get you going. This is good stuff. Lives up to the label.
Great coffee. That's the medium, or the medium blend, breakfast blend, I guess we're calling that. Also inside the box, Baker's Candies, those famous chocolate meltaways made in Greenwood, Nebraska. B-Bum has creamed honey. Have you had creamed honey before?
I have not. Try it.
It's a product where you put it on graham crackers, spread it on your toast. It's like honey, but a little easier to work with, maybe perhaps a little less sticky. So B-Bum honey, we got multiple flavors. You can come check out as well in the box. What else we got in here, Chad? We've got seasonings from Fat Boys Hickman's Barbecue, made in Hickman, Nebraska. You can grab those seasonings and 2 other products. One, Double K Popcorn Valentine, Nebraska. And finally, we have the Meat Sticks Sand Hill Slim. So all sorts of things you can choose from. This is our premium box, and you stop by, tell us you saw the Sunrise Report. We'll take $5 off that today only. All right, good 3-day run. Thanks for joining us, Chad.
Absolutely. Thank you. Been a pleasure to be next to you here on the broadcast. And like you say, having a lot of fun here today.
For our producer extraordinaire, Alex Magavica, and Chad Moyer, I'm Bryce Doeschot. We'll see you out here at the Nebraska Ag Expo.